Hey guys, I'm back with another weekly chat. I hope you guys have all had an awesome week this week. Mine's been pretty good, and I actually don't have a lot to talk about, as I probably will do a long rambly video anyway, but I really don't. These are all my notes right here. Not that many today. So, last Saturday, I ended up going to get some peaches from the peach truck. That's kind of how this video will start out. We'll talk about the peaches. And I did vlog the day. I have, as of today, I know it's so horrible, I haven't even looked at the footage yet, so I'm about a week behind on the vlog. Sorry about that. But I hope it turned out. I've been using that Gorilla tripod, and I know I'm digressing right now, but I really like that, but I'm still kind of learning to use it, so I'm not sure how the footage is going to turn out. We shall see. But anyway, back to the peaches. So I went to the peach truck, got the peaches, and the peaches weren't completely ripe yet, so they put them in paper bags, and it says give them another day or so and they'll start to ripen up. Well, I ended up making some peach dumplings, and I filmed a video with that. I have not watched the footage yet, but I did use that Gorilla Pod as well, and I almost think, and I set it on the stove because that's usually where I do my cooking. I don't have a big kitchen whatsoever, so I do the prep work on top of the stove. And anyway, I put the Gorilla Pod with my vlogging camera on there, and it may have been too close. I'm not sure. I really need to play around with it more, so again, I haven't watched the footage on the peach dumpling video yet, but I do plan on uploading that video because it's a really easy recipe to do, and they're oh so tasty. So the peaches were amazing in those peach dumplings, but I did eat a few of them just kind of by themselves, and I will tell you they were not sweet at all in the slightest. They were extremely sour and just not very good just to eat by themselves. So huge disappointment with the peach truck. I mean, they were great in those peach dumplings because you're adding sugar to it. But good to cook with, I would say, but not good to eat by themselves. And they are roughly $8 for 3 pounds of peaches, which seems kind of high in my opinion. I'm not really sure what the supermarket grocery store charges for them, but it seemed a bit high. So as of right now, I don't have any intentions of repurchasing from the peach truck whatsoever. Yeah, it is what it is. I will stick with the grocery store peaches. Yeah, but there is another farmer's market in Nashville that they will bring peaches in as well, so I may go out there. I don't know. We'll see. I have been using this Fitbit this week, and I've got I think this is the Fitbit Zip, so you just kind of clip it on your clothing. I just usually like clip it on a pocket or something, and so I started using it this week, and I will tell you that I am a competitive person. It's just in my nature to be competitive, so this little gadget right here has made that competitiveness even worse, because every day I want to beat the steps from the day before, and I do get a little frustrated if I don't. So I mean, in some days I just don't feel like walking as much. So I've been averaging around 20,000 steps a day. Give or take, about 2,000 steps equals 1 mile. Now, not quite. Everybody's different. Everybody's stride is different, but you can just say average. So I have been walking a lot on the treadmill, but of course just walking around as well. So roughly about 20,000 steps is about my average, but I will tell you, I am just this competitiveness in me really wants to beat each day, and it's kind of wearing me out a little bit. But I do like it. This one doesn't measure or doesn't track your heartbeat or your sleep patterns. It does the calories, the time, the steps, and the miles. And I don't know how it's really measuring miles, because when I walk on the treadmill, I mean, that is, I think, a very good measurement of how many miles I've walked on a treadmill. This doesn't equal what the treadmill says. So it is a guide to go by, but I don't think it's, 100% accurate of what I walk. But overall, I really do enjoy it and plan on continue using the Fitbit. I will tell you though, I've known a lot of people that wear them. They're very popular, and one reason I've never wanted to wear one before now is, and I feel like this is going to be horribly mean to say this, but I want to be honest with you and give you my thoughts. Um, the majority of the people that I have seen wearing them, not the majority, but some of the people, I don't want to just give some random generalization that's completely inaccurate, but let's just put it this way. Some of the people that I know that wear them, don't, they just wear them, I almost think as more of a, not really fashion, but as a cool thing to do, because they really don't utilize them. They're not active. I mean, this is going to sound so mean, but one of the people that I know that wears it is one of the most laziest people I have ever met in my life. And I'm kind of like, why are you even bother wearing it? What is it doing for you? And so it kind of seems like a waste of money to get one, in my opinion. And how I kind of ended up with this, I feel kind of bad. I'm confessing right here. I actually gave this to my dad 2 Christmases ago, and he's never used it. So I just kind of like, I'm going to snag that from him and start using it if he's not going to. So it's actually my dad's. And if he wants it back, I'll give it back to him. But I have really enjoyed wearing it. So I think it is a tool to use if you want to keep track, a relative track of what you're doing activity-wise, burning calories, how many miles you've walked, things of that nature. And so that's kind of how I feel about it. It's cool, but I think if you're not really planning on doing a lot of activity, if that's just not you, I wouldn't waste money on it whatsoever, because it's kind of expensive. It's like $100 and something. And for people that tend to be lazy, it's kind of like, why did you waste your money? I know that sounds so mean, and I don't mean to be mean, but I just want to be honest with what I have noticed, okay? So throwing that out there, but I do recommend them if you really want to start getting active and trying to get more healthy, because that is what I've been doing for the past few weeks, and I've just got back on track. And I've talked about this in other chat videos, and I'm doing pretty good. I have lost in the past 11 days, I just checked this morning, 3 pounds. So I'm very thrilled about that. So that's almost 2 weeks, a week and a half, so 3 pounds, not bad whatsoever. I am thrilled with it. And I will tell you though, this week specifically, I have actually noticed the weight loss in my body. I could actually physically see it, especially in the waist area. In my waistline, that is the last place I gain weight and the first place I lose. So that's where I have really noticed it. And I did do a measurement of my waist. I didn't take measurements anywhere else except in the waist, and I've lost about a ½ inch or so, give or take, a few of those little whatever those little marks are on the measuring tape, but roughly a ½ inch. So I am thrilled about this, and I will tell you, I have been feeling so much better this week and last week than I have felt in a long time. I have gotten sore. Last week, I think it was last week, I was so sore from doing this. This week, the soreness is gone, and I am just thrilled with the way I'm feeling, and I want to just keep pressing forward. And it is so true that the better you eat, the more you work out, the better you feel. It's kind of like, garbage in. If you put garbage in your body, which I have done so many times, though, you're going to feel like garbage. And I mean, I love sweets. I am addicted to sweets like you wouldn't believe. I mean, I could eat cake all day, every day. I love it, and pie, and cookies, and candy. I love it all. But I felt horrible eating that way. And I packed on a lot of pounds, and so it is tough for me though. This is not easy. It sounds easy, you eat better, you exercise, you feel better. I mean, it is simple as that to say it, but when you're doing it, it is hard work to work out, and it's a mental thing with the food. At least for me, it's completely up here, because I so want to eat sweets, and it's a fight every single day with me. And some days I don't win. My my wants over what I should be eating wins out, I guess you could say. So I kind of like lose a battle with myself over not eating what I should. But I want to say that this is something I've struggled with all of my life. Well, I'm not gonna say all of my life, probably from teen years on. When I was little, I was active and super, super, super thin when I was real young because I was so active. But by the time I hit my teen years, this is something I've struggled with. And you know, it's in a constant just up and down with me. And it's a battle though that I never want to stop fighting because my health is worth it and your health is worth it. I mean, I realize I'm talking about myself here, but I highly encourage you, if you're not doing anything and you want to start, today's the day. Just start small, cut something out. Don't go cold turkey with your, give up everything, but just start small. Do what you can do. And if you just keep pressing forward, you will see results. I 100% believe that because I am seeing results. I saw them this week, and but even the results that I can see, it's not even comparable to the way I'm feeling. The way I'm feeling is so much better, and it's just so worth it. So I'm giving myself a pep talk here and to stay on track. And I realize it is an ongoing battle for the rest of my life with my sweet addiction. But anyway, let's move on past that. The zoo vlog. I uploaded it. So my computer, let me back up a minute. My computer's hard drive, whatever, I'm not a computer techie person, but it was full and I needed to start deleting a lot of stuff. So when I'd had, how to say this, like I said, I'm not a tech person, so I'm not sure how to get this out clearly, but basically it was full. My computer was full. And I deleted everything that I could possibly delete at that moment in time. And the zoo vlog was so long and it took up so many gigs of space that the last 2 minutes of that vlog refused to process, and it was like supposed to be 34 minutes long and it was like 32 something or 31 something, I'm not sure. So anyway, the last couple of minutes would not process and they didn't upload, and literally without trying to dump a lot of stuff that I really didn't want to dump off my computer at that moment in time and start all over editing the vlog and dumping all of that footage, but it was just a mess. So I just made an executive decision to allow those last 2 minutes and just to be gone. Basically, the only thing I didn't show, there is this zip line that's brand new at the Nashville Zoo, and you can ride it, like I think 2 people can ride in it. You actually sit down and it zips you across and back. I had filmed that, and then basically me saying bye. So I just made the executive decision. I'm not going to even bother trying to redo that whole video again. It just wasn't going to happen at that moment in time. So, and again, it seems I don't want to get into a zoo controversy right now, but it was kind of ironic, I think, that my zoo vlog went up this particular week, if you know what I'm talking about. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Everybody's got an opinion on it. I'm not going to share my opinion, but anyway, it just, I didn't mean to have any controversy over the zoo vlog. And of course, the very first comment, if you know what I'm talking about, was about that situation, and I'm like just mentally doing an eye roll and shaking my head because that was never my intention. Just wanted to throw that out there. I had an eBay issue this week, so I've talked about this before and have had the same thing happen before, where I only will ship inside of the United States. It's just a decision I've made on eBay for my eBay sales. I just don't want to deal with trying to ship outside of the country. So I've got all of my listings marked no international shipping. So last Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm not sure of the exact date, it was one of those dates, sometime this week, somebody from Australia made an offer on an item. And I kindly turned the person down and said, I'm so sorry, but I don't ship out of the country, out of the United States, so I'm going to have to decline your offer. Well, then the person turns around and buys it for the full asking price. And I was like, what's up with that? So I looked at, I didn't know how much the shipping was going to be, and I said I was going to try to fulfill it, but when you go and click on the payment shipping button, you can calculate how much it's going to cost to ship. Well, because I've got the listing marked only in the United States or no international shipping, it would not even allow me to try to figure out how much it was going to cost to ship to Australia, only the United States. So I called eBay and got their opinion on what should I do, and they said just cancel the order. And I was thinking, you know, as the seller, if the buyer didn't ask me to cancel it, won't that be a strike against my account? And they said, oh, absolutely not, because there was a problem. You have it marked this way, and they chose to do this anyway. And so they suggested that, they said, you can call the post office, figure out how much the shipping's going to be. And I'm like, I'm not doing that hassle. So I went ahead and canceled it, and I marked the button that says buyer request cancellation, or there's a problem with the buyer's address. So that's the one that kind of fit with me. And so I went ahead and canceled it, and as of right now, the buyer has not done anything. So I'm like, ugh. I mean, it's just so frustrating. It's like, I don't know how the person was allowed to buy it in another country when I've got it marked no international shipping, because eBay will not let them pay for it. Oh, that's another thing. The buyer emailed me and asked me to send them an invoice for the product or the item. And I'm just shaking my head and I'm just like, what am I supposed to do now? But anyway, I'm still kind of in limbo with that item right now. So that happened this week. And I think kind of the last thing I want to talk about right now. Well, my camera stopped recording and I have no idea where it stopped. I was just going on and on and on, and anyway, I'm going to start over with the last statement and then we'll let this go. But what I was saying, and I'm going to start back over and then I'll cut whatever out of the other one. Anyway, I was watching Snapchat, and I'm addicted to Snapchat now, and I love watching Snapchats of people that I watch regularly on YouTube. So I've been watching this one girl, and I'm not a regular watcher of her YouTube channel, but I do watch it. I like her vlogs and some of her other videos, but I like her vlogs. So I started watching her Snapchats, and she said this week that every morning she wakes up, and I don't think she said it was the same person, but it was, to me, it was implied that it was the same person, leaving her comments telling her she's fat. And my first thought was, if it's the same person, why don't you just block the person and mute them and they go away? But she did, I don't know why, but she says it's gotten so much that other people have joined in, and I think she said that some people are actually contemplating whether she really is fat or not. So people are going back and forth about that, and I think other people have gotten, like, you know, probably taking up for her as well. But so that was my first thought. If somebody is harassing you, bullying you, being mean to you, whatever you want to call it, on social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, whatever, block and mute them. At least on YouTube you can mute them, but block them. Don't let them do this to you. That was my first thought. It's like, because she said it was getting to her, and normally she's like, oh, I can let it go, but this, she said, it's kind of getting to me just every day. And I mean, like, that can get you down, but it's like, block them. Don't let somebody do that to you. It is your account. Just, you know, make them go away. But anyway, my other thought was like, why do people have to be so mean? And you know, I think people do it for various reasons. Obviously, sometimes it's jealousy, and if you put somebody else down or ridicule them or make fun of them, somehow it makes that person feel better. It's horrible to do that, and I don't quite understand it. And I think the person that does that would deny that they're doing it because they may not mentally realize they're doing it. Because I know somebody that has done this to me, and it's kind of like, I know what that is, but just ignoring you. But also, it also gives some people some weird sense of power as well, because you can sit back there and you can just blast somebody, be mean to them, and somehow you get power sitting at the keyboard or behind your computer doing things like that. And also, I think of people, in some strange way alleviates their stress, because they may not be able to, if somebody is causing them stress or something causing them stress, they may not be able to verbalize it to that person or to that situation for whatever reason. So they will project that onto somebody else. It is horrible to do that. You need to handle it a different way, but that's another reason. But overall, it's like, let's be better people here and try to be positive. And if you do feel something negative towards somebody else that they have posted, what I find the most helpful, honestly, is to actually write it down in a journal and get my thoughts out that way, and then tear that paper up later, because it's like I never want that to get out. But I think it is helpful to write down whatever you're feeling. Or if you want to keep it, whatever, just I'd say keep it private to yourself and don't blast it on social media. And I think that is so much more helpful. Writing it down is helpful if you are feeling stressed or whatever your thoughts, just get them out on paper, but not on somebody else's social media account where you're just blasting somebody else and calling them names for whatever reason. So that's just kind of my thoughts for the day. But I'm going to go ahead and end this weekly chat with you guys now. I hope you have a great day. I don't have really any adventures planned for the day. I wanted to do something else, but it has already started raining. I'm kind of looking outside right now. There's a 70% chance of rain today. I think it hit 100% because it's already rained, and I don't think it's going to get any better today. So don't really have any outdoor adventures planned. I've got some things in my mind that I want to do so in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for more vlogs, and my goal is to have that last Saturday's vlog uploaded on Friday. That's my goal. So I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bye guys. I hope you have an awesome week this coming week.